Well, greetings and salutations, how's everybody doing? So, today's video is on the film Judas and the Black Messiah. It's a 2021 American biographical film, directed and produced by Shaka King. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Based in Chicago, the film details the betrayal of Fred Hampton, chairman of the Black Panther Party in the 1960s, and at the hands of William Bill O'Neill, an FBI informant. So the cast includes Daniel Kaluuya as Fred Hampton, Lakeith Stanfield as William Bill O'Neill, Jesse Plemons as Roy Mitchell, Dominique Fishback as Deborah Johnson, Ashton Sanders as Jimmy Palmer, Martin Sheen as J. Edgar Hoover, Delbert Gibson as Bobby Rush, Little Ray Howery as Wayne, Algie Smith as Jake Winters, Jermaine Fowler as Mark Clark, Dominic Thorne as Judy Harmon. I gotta say, most of my I hadn't known a ton about the Black Power. Not the Black Power. The Black Panther movement. Only from watching a documentary, a series about the 1960s. And so that was my first introduction. But I gotta say, full stop, the acting in this film is amazing. It really is. Supposedly Daniel Kaluuya got nominated for a Best Supporting Actor at the Golden Globes and the Screen Actor Guild Awards. Heck, even the director, Shaka King, got praised for its direction. And I'll agree with that statement. He did a dang good job with this. Apparently, originally this film could have gone to theaters, but it was also released to HBO Max, also because of the pandemic. So, I saw it in theaters. Silly me though, but, I gotta say, the acting, like I said, acting is amazing. The music for this film, which was done by Mark Asham and Craig Hurst, they did a phenomenal job with mostly the way the sound is. Whenever, say, a character is just in thinking of, what is their next move is, it's just I don't know what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, the music is just, it really does help elevate the film. It helps, whether it is the suspense, the emotional moments, it just overall helps elevate this film. And I'm gonna say, overall, all of the departments in this film, whether it's the lighting, the acting, the cinematography, the costuming, and heck, even the set design, all of it I would give A+. I thought a lot of the parts of this film were really done really well. The only thing I will say that I thought didn't really work was no knocking against him, because he did a phenomenal job. I just thought Daniel Kaluuya looked slightly too old as Fred Hampton. That is my only issue. But besides just his age, he did a damn good job. He did. So did Lakeith Stanfield, and so did Dominic Fishback, who played Deborah Johnson, Fred Hampton's partner and the mother of their child. That was pretty good. She was the moment where when Fred is looking through her journal and seeing her poetry of her worries about being involved in the movement that Fred has created, and she's just worried about worries about bringing a child into that. I gotta say, I did not really know like, how crazy J. Edgar Hoover was, how kind of racist he was. But at the same time, the makeup for him is pretty damn good. At the same time, also like he looked like a penguin, he looked like a Batman villain at the same time. And the film opens up with William O'Neill or Bill O'Neill. Spoilers: he's trying to steal a car. Basically saying, "Hey, I'm a FBI dude. So I'm gonna take your car and all that stuff." Yeah, and eventually they felt like, "Nah, you're pulling our leg, dude." That's when he says, like, that's when Roy Mitchell shows up and says, "Hey, if you become our informant, you won't have to go to jail." So he becomes an informant to try to figure out the details of the Black Panther Party. I'm so sorry. The Black Panther Party. So yeah, the entire film, Bill is trying to figure out ways to either get out of it, because he's worried, like, what if they kill me because of me knowing what I know? So, I mean, you see all of these little moments, like, say, where, like, I need to either run away, but at the same time, I'm also, like, he's trying to feel like, what if they discover my secret? Because at a certain point, like, when he is having to hotwire a government car that he's given, and he's held at gunpoint. Actually, no, it's knife point. But yeah, that was a bit of an intense sequence as well. And although I will say this film is amazing, one thing that will cause you is slight bit of anger. Reason being, though, is, like, after watching the film, I feel like it kind of reminds you of certain scenarios that have gone on in recent years. Like, say, then the sequence of the assassination of Fred Hampton, that sequence, it sort of is similar to the killing of Breonna Taylor. Since, they just knock on the door, no one answers, they just come in, guns blazing. And I'm trying not to get pickle. I'm not. But yeah. At times, yeah, at certain times I feel like, J. Edgar Hoover and all that. So I've kind of thought that in the movie, and all those moments. And also, I mean, another thing I thought, like, say, like, it shows, like, say, sequences when Fred is setting up the, going to a place, like, say, where to form the Rainbow Coalition, where he goes to, like, say, church of, like, a white church, like, say, hey, like, the cops are the problems, and he says, like, yeah, I'm sure the cops are the problems, man. And they agree with him. And that's what also the it was it wasn't the I think it was either the let me see, look it back. Yes, yeah, it was like, it doesn't say, sorry. But I guess say the one moment I find, okay, Daniel Kaluuya and both Lake Stanfield both deserve Oscars, was a moment in Fred is, like, saying, hey, like, is the movement, I thought the movement was about the people, not me, about guy just trying to get away. Like, he's just, at the same time, he's also, and I took it as a moment, like, him just say, I want to get away, because, like, I'm putting, like, this woman that I love, and also my future child at risk. Because Fred Hampton, when when he passed away was only 21. Yeah, supposedly he was only 21 years old. And then you also like look at Daniel Craig and you think he doesn't look like he's 21, but yeah, he does a good job. And Dominique Fishback, the moment where you feel like she gets an actor was the sequence when she's talking about bringing the child into the world of this moment. Hey, I mean, both, like, she deserves a best actress, like leading lady in a film, I guess. And so does Lake Stanfield as well. I mean, all three of these actors deserve a nomination at the Oscars this year, in my opinion. I mean, I'd be surprised, but you know, am I willing to recommend this film? Yes, I am. I really am. There was moments where I felt kind of like maybe it was a bit of a tearjerker and also kind of upsetting. I gotta say the moment where I thought, okay, this is a moment where I thought, okay, not only is this film trying to be, accurate as can be, but also be a darn good film. And also just moments where you feel say, okay, this is also relevant. Was the moment when, Bill is trying to run away from when the cops have surrounded the Black Panther, what would be called not the house, but the basically fortress or what I don't know the word I'm trying to think of. Basically, where they have the Black Panther meetings and all that. And he's running away because he's gonna say, "Hey, I'm gonna go to the roof," and to cause a distraction, which he does. And then he's trying to get away because I feel I don't want to get involved in this because I'm just an FBI informant. And at the same time, there was a moment where I thought, okay, so he didn't poison Fred, but I guess that kind of made you think that he doesn't. As he says, say, hey, Chairman, I'm gonna go get a drink. Do you want anything? Because he's say, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. But he's also thinking say, I gotta do this because if I don't, they're going to. I'm either going to go back to jail, or at the same time, the whole party is going to kill me because of being a rat. So I mean, overall, in all honesty, I thought this film was just great. I really do recommend this film. I really wholeheartedly recommend it. I'd recommend if you see it in theater, just be safe, wear a mask, or if you have HBO Max, watch it on HBO Max. So if you can watch it, watch it. I can see this film getting some more attention come this April, come award season. So yeah, I think Oscar season's in April this year. Mostly just because a lot of films had gone to streaming services, I believe, or maybe there wasn't as many films released this year because of the pandemic. Let me think of any more moments I thought of. Sometime at the beginning of the film they have Bill give his testimony, and so they try to recreate the Will O'Neill's testimony of why he was an FBI informant, and I kind of thought that was pretty cool to have them do that, and at the end of the film show the real Neil giving his, like, say, so why'd you do it? Why would you do all that stuff? And so, yeah, I mean, I really do see this film getting a lot of award attention. Same time, I thought this film really was relevant. And overall, it's a dang good film. It does make you feel upsetting because, like, the world, black people are still being oppressed and all that stuff, and targeted by the police. So, some of the stuff that Fred is discussing feels still relevant today. What are your thoughts? Have you seen the film? Put your thoughts and comments down below. Let me know. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.